Having been at SAIT for 28 years and seeing a number of economic declines over those periods of time, my experience is during these times our enrollment gets higher because when it's good in economy, potential students have the option of coming to school or going to work for high-paying jobs. But when the economy starts to go down and those high-paying jobs aren't there, then more people are interested in going to school. So therefore, our application rates generally get higher.
Sometimes people return to school to kind of hide out during rough economic times, and when they've been working maybe on the rigs or service side, and they say, geez, things are going to be spotty for a couple of years, let's go back to SAIT, get that technology diploma I've always wanted to get, and then when things are more favorable, go back to work. You know, there's sort of that argument, but I think there's the counter argument that people become more skeptical generally about the value of things and maybe hold on to what they have as long as they can retain their job. So the jury's out on that one, we'll just have to wait and see.
For our current students, they'll generally have to work a little harder to get jobs when they graduate. That's, I mean, it won't affect them while they're here at SAIT, but when they go out, they're going to have to work a little harder to get jobs.
If you look at the way recessions have been in the past, typically areas like Ontario that use a lot of energy, but for example, when Alberta's down, Ontario is up in terms of manufacturing, car plants, etc. And conversely, when Alberta's riding high, energy-intensive industries are down. This is a very unique recession and perhaps unprecedented in that literally everything is down. So in terms of fundamentals, like the basic supply-demand equations for petroleum, it's still very strong. What you're seeing in the much reduced oil price is actually a reflection of how much people think the economy will suffer during this recessionary period. But the fundamentals are that we're still on steep decline with many of the old producing reservoirs in the remainder of the world. We're not going to be bringing on new production from higher cost areas such as the oil sands. So when the recession does finally come off, we're going to actually see a tremendous leap upward in energy prices. It's just a delay. In terms of my students, I think that they will have to be much more effective this year at marketing themselves and patient. The last few years we've had several job offers for each one of our grads. I think that for the next couple of years things will be a little bit different. We'll have to work a bit harder to find employment.